Here we go, Cornelius Nepos, 19.3. For such prosperity accompanied Caesar, inasmuch that nothing fortune did not tribute to him or give to him, which she had detulated, which she had given to anyone, qui quam, before. So she denied him nothing which she had given to people before, and bestowed on, conciliated, which no one, no Roman citizen, still then, had been able to consequate, which means to get, really. Caesar got a lot of things from fortune, apparently. 4. Now, or moreover, there was Nateris, there was born a granddaughter to Atticus from Agrippa, to whom he had collocated. They use this for hiring or giving in marriage. He replaced his virgin daughter in this marriage, so it'll be a first marriage. Caesar, to his stepson Tiberius Claudius Nero, who was born from Drusilla, he promised this girl when she was 1 year old, Enicula, which joining sanctioned or made this closeness of them, the necessitude. There was a close tie then, and it gave the familiarity, more frequent interactions, I guess. 20. Quam vis usually means however much or although. Before this betrothal, or whatever you call it, sponsalia, not only when he was away, Caesar Augustus, from the city, he never sent letters to anyone, suorum, of his own people or group, quin, without sending one to Atticus. It's about what he was doing. Imprimis means especially, usually, especially what he was legating, what he was reading, and in quibus locations he was in, what location he was at, and for how long he would stay there. Morat Taurus, future. 2. But even when he was in the city, on account of his infinite occupations, and he had less often than he wanted to, he would enjoy Atticus. He would enjoy his friendship. So when he's in the city, he was very busy. No day rashly interceded or happened in which he did not write to him. So I don't know how you are, it'd be like sending an email every day, but he's sending letters. Looks like modo, a bit correlative here, modo. So sometimes it'd be something from antiquity he would require from him or ask. Sometimes it'd be some poetical question he would propose to him. Sometimes joking, he would try to lure out, looks like more verbose letters, get him to write more to him. Bit of peer pressure. From this it happened, from all this writing it happened, when the temple of Jove Ferretry in the capital line, which had been constituted by Romulus, or built by Romulus, it had prolabitored, it had slipped over, it was detected that roof had come off or something by age and incuria, which is a lack of care basically, so that by the admonition or advice or warning of Atticus, Caesar Caesar took care that he would reficiate it, he would repair it. 4. Vero, I usually say but, some people say moreover, or even if you want to use the vir bit, you can say truthfully, but I'll just take it as a now or but. Neither, when he was absent from Mark Antony, was he less in cultivating a friendship with letters with him, correlatives, to such an extent that he took some care, curate the adverb, that he, when he was at the ultimate of the earth, so the edge of the earth or faraway lands, what he was doing, there was some cura to himself. He had some care that he would make Atticus certiorem, which means he would inform Atticus of the things that he was doing. 5. This quality or ability, whatever it is, rather easily he can estimate it, he who wants to adjudicate or judge what type it is, of how much of wisdom was to retain use, which usually means to keep a friendship or something, and benevolence, which means goodwill, in amongst those people, not only of the greatest importance, maximum reums, who have a rivalry and emulation, but the handling of them, how intercede about how you'd have to handle these people. So, they're great people. As much as it was necessary between Caesar and Antony, when both of them were desiring not only of the city of Rome, but of the whole orb of the world, they wanted to be the principum, the leader there. So he kept a friendship with these two rivals, is basically what it's on about. And 21. In such a way, when he had completed some Roman numeral years, 70 and 7, and he'd come to his extreme senectitude or old age, there was not less dignity. Okay, so crevis, it means it increased. So his gratia, his influence and his fortune had increased through this time, and not less his dignity either. For many inheritances, nulla alla re. Okay, so he's inherited a lot. This followed according to his bonitate, which is his goodness. I don't know how you want to put that in English if you really need to. Anyway, such was his use or enjoyment in prosperity of health that in 30 years he didn't indulge in any medicine. So he didn't get sick, didn't need medicine, and he completed 77 years, and he inherited a lot of stuff. Anyway, nactus est amorbum. So he obtained a sickness, he got sick, which in its initial bit, correlatives at it, both himself and his doctors, they spurned it. Okay. For they thought it was to be tenesman, it's like diarrhea, I guess, to which remedies were quick and easily, which they had prepared or placing out for it. Looks like he might be having to write his own will pretty soon. Okay, so put this bit to go. Okay, so daily dictionary, make this tenesmos word, masculine noun, second declension. Looks very Greekish there. It's actually constipation, it says. So I guess it was diarrhea. It's constipation, pretty much the opposite of diarrhea. So in this, when 3 months without any pain, besides that which he had taken from the cure, 3 months had been consumed, suddenly was such a force of the sickness burst in his inner bottom intestine. I think you have 2 colons, a big one and a small one. So that in the extreme time, at the end of the time, oh God, this looks horrible, they ruptured through his lumbar regions fistulas of pus. Purist makes it look a bit pure, but it's pus. Pus is a neuter noun. 4. And this, prior to it happening to him, after in dies, which means from day to day, his dolors had been accrescering, his pain had been growing, and he sensed fevers to be coming. His son-in-law Agrippa, he ordered to be accursed, which means added or summoned again to himself. So we've got some acress words, acress and acress there. And with his son-in-law, some other fellows, Cornelius Balbum and Sextum Peducium.